today also we will be doing. So this program will help you out in order to find that minimum element from a list, okay, which is the list element, okay, in the list that to be found, okay, that has to be found. So the usual program language has been used out here. Programming instruction has been used. X1 equals to input. We are inputting the values in the list. Remember, whenever you are inputting the values in the list, you must give the comma after each and every element if you are implementing practical, so which is a must do it. Okay, and by using the len function we are finding the length of the string. You can follow this remark, finding length of a list. Okay, this is the thing that we are doing out here. Every line I am giving the documentation. If you are going through really the programs, it will not be difficult for you to find out the function. Okay, now we are storing the first element of the list, very first element of the list, and with respect to the first element we are comparing each element, okay, and then updating this y variable in order to store the list. Now the thing is that how it takes place, I'm just showing you. Okay, first of all we will see, understand is execution, then we will execute this program. Okay, notepad we are doing, just I'm taking few notepad, then say what happened. This is the these are the index of the, sorry, one, okay, then these are the index of the list. Okay, suppose I've taken 5 values. From this one we have to find out the five, I have to find out the list. Suppose you have given 23, here given 4, okay, here given 2, here given 36, 35, and you are given 8 out here. All right, so we can see by manually, you can see, okay, say then we can see that 2 is the list element from it, but when the program will function, how it will work. Now see what I have done. It is given actually the first element already has been taken, so it has been taken one size minus one. One size minus one means what? It will start from one, and start from one, and it will go till what? Size minus one means the length of the list is 5, so it will go to 4. So 4 to 4, and it will compare each time the value. Okay, it is comparing. So 0 will be compared with 1, okay, then 0 will be compared with 2, in that way. Okay, so whenever this particular loop is rotating, so each and every element will be compared in this way. Okay, so first of all let us see the comparison. Okay, so first of all, when the value is within this range, so it is starting, then xi is how much? Xi is how much? Xi is 1. That means what? 4 has been compared to 4 has been compared to the list value, which is y means x1 equals to 0. That means 4 has been compared to 23. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Then what will happen? This particular y equals to x1i, that means y will be updated, sorry, uh, uh, excuse me, this is the one. So whenever this is true, the first element, that is the 0, has been compared with this one element, okay, first element, so it is finding true. Okay, so when it is true, then what will happen? Y equals to xi means this 4 will be appearing. Okay, now first only the value of y was 23, okay, as we have stored out here. Y value was x1, that means what? Y equals to what we have written in the program, x0, is not it? X0 x1 0, I mean x1 then 0. Okay, then what is happening here? X1 0, what is the value is 23. Now 4 has been, because since it starts from 1, so 4 will be compared to 23, and it is true. And then what will happen? Y will take the value, the current value of x1, which is 23, sorry, which is 4. Okay, so now y has been updated with 4. Now y is no longer 23, the current value of y is 4. Next the loop will rotate, and then it will come to 2. Okay, so now what is happening? 2 will be compared to 4. Is it true? This is what? xi2. Okay, xi2, first of all, this one is x1 is 0, that has been stored at the very beginning. Then it has been compared to the successive elements. So 1, 4, and 4, it has been compared. Now the standing value of y is 4. Now 4 will be compared with this particular value, and then it is finding out true. Then what will happen? If it is true, then y will be equals to 4. Okay, y will be equals to how much? Y also will be taking the value of x1i. X1i is what is the current value? That is 2. All right. So what is happening, and at the same time it is also storing the index. So whenever it is finding out, that index is also getting updated. So here the when it was finding the index was equals to at the point of time what 1. Now it has been true out here, then index is also equals to 2. All right, so that's the thing. Now what is happening, in fact, this particular thing, okay, is going for the proceeding for the next. So this one will be taken next. Okay, so 35 will be compared to what, 31 will be compared to this particular value of y. Okay, means like this one. So x1 greater less than y, the current value of y is 2. Now it will be compared, so it will find out false out here. So no question of updating y. Okay, next is what, 8. Okay, 8 will also be compared to the 2, and then it will be also false. So no question of updating the index value as well as this value. So what is happening finally, this one has been this one has been stored finally, the list value. So in this way, whatever be the number of values, this comparison will go on, the iteration will proceed and continue. Okay, and finally when the loop will be exhausted, you will find that the list value has been stored. All right, that's the thing. So this particular value, this particular program is used to find out the minimum element from a from a list. So this is the execution of the program. All right, so they have seen it how to do these things. First of all, we have to enter the values in the list. So this value, and we have to go for we have to store the first element of any list. Okay, first element to be stored in a variable. Okay, then we have to compare that variable with the current element of the list as the loop will proceed. Okay, and loop has to start from the 1 till the end of the list, okay. So that is size minus 1. What is the size? Size is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. That means 1 2 3 4. That means these 4 values are only there, 1 2 3 4. That's why it has been taken size minus 1, because 0 has already been taken out here. Okay, so 0 is be compared with 1. Okay, if found true, then y will be updated, and then again what will happen with next value also will be compared. So 2 will be compared to 0, 3 will be compared to 0, 4 will be compared to 0. So wherever it is finding out true, then only the y has been updated and index will be also updated. Now the position has been given out here, index plus 1. I have told you that since it starts with 0, the user might have some doubt, okay, whether this particular index will be printed properly or not. Okay, so if user sees that that the value is appearing at 2, okay, at index 2, suppose if I'm giving on the index, it will print as 2 only. So what will happen, user might think that okay, maybe some problem in the program. Okay, now that's why plus 1 has been given in order to count it from 1 2 and 3. So if the 2 has been found, it will given over here index plus 1. I will show you the execution, then you will understand on this point. Okay, let's see, then execute the program once. Okay, run module. Okay, so what will take the same values we will take as we have taken. So here what is the thing, 23 4 2 35 8, 23 comma 4 comma 2 comma 35 comma 8. So what does it show? You see it with respect to the program. All right, now you see 23 4 as this position 3. It's simple. Okay, 23 4 2. So what we have calculated, that is also standing. All right, now suppose I'm removing this plus 1 and see what is the difference in the outcome. All right, so now the same thing we are doing run module. Okay, same thing we are doing, 23 23 comma 4 comma 2 comma 35, then the 8. All right, so you see that it is showing a position 2, but it was in the previous program it was showing me 3. All right, so what is the things here, the here the problem will begin. Okay, so user cannot understand that the element is 2 is fine, and position 2 is showing 2. That means what, 2 means, so in that position, because the user does not know. Okay, so if you count from 1 2 3 in that way, so you will see that what in the position 2, so it is 4 is appearing, but here it is showing 2. So then what we have to do, then we have to update it. So this program, this particular output, if programmer sees, then they will understand. Okay, but if any other person sees, then they will not be able to understand. That's why we have kept it like this, plus 1. Okay, plus 1, so it will show you the correct position. All right, that is the thing. So run module doing. Okay, so give some other set of values. Okay, 54 comma 4 comma 67 8 comma 90 comma 90 comma 3. 45, 6, 8. All right. So now 81 we're taking. Okay, now you see, yeah. So the 3 is appearing at position 6, 3, then 3 is 6. Is that correct? So that's why the index plus 1 has been taken. Okay, so with a view to that, you have to, you may have to select changes are required in order to find out the maximum, element of a list. All right. So the thing is that what will be the thing out here? Maximum element of a list, how to find out? Or that is the thing. This is the minimum element. Okay, so I'm closing it just one. Okay, and then this is the maximum element. Okay, so almost the same type of execution will take place. Okay, out here also the same thing. So we are executing. So here also the same thing. Instead of the small, we will element, rest of the things will remain same as it is, no issue. Okay, but the thing is that only the comparison will change. Say there it was lesser than, now he will become greater than. All right, that is the thing only. And few this particular thing will operation, instead of list element you have to open the write the largest element. I'm showing you once more. Okay, list min element I'm opening for you. From here you see out the difference, find the difference of these two programs. Okay, there's no difference at all. Okay, it is all the same. Okay, but the thing is that only this part, this line you can check out. If x1 I less than y have written, and here x1 is greater than y. So these are the side by side. This, like, that's why whenever you are developing a program, you are getting the logic of other programs also. Okay, so one program will give you produce so many so many outcomes. Okay, you can you will be able to explore some logics also. So that's why the programming practice is necessary, and its practical implementation is more necessary. All right, that's the thing. So here only the one line I have changed out here, this one, and here only the, instead of list element I have written only the largest element. Rest of the things, these only two changes I have made out here, and here the total output has entirely different. Okay, now I'm executing this program with a view that the same kind of execution, only here the comparison take place for the bigger one, where the bigger value will be updated. All right, now the 45, then 6, then 78, then 89, 12, 32, 11, 21. All right, so you see out here the list values are 45, 6. This text has been printed, and 89 at position 4. See 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, because of this index plus 1, and the same thing is appearing whenever it is getting some updated, getting means like xi is greater than y, that is the first value, y is getting updated. And next time when the element has been compared, the next element of the list will be compared, it will be compared with the current value of y, which has been after updation, which will remain that one. All right, so that is the thing. So, and at the same time index also will change if we found, if found true. Okay, so that is the thing. So here we are actually doing what? First we are storing the first element in the list, and then we are keep on comparing it, and then we are keep on comparing it actually. All right, keep on comparing with the current value of y, if y has been updated, and if y is not updated, then it's okay, no problem. All right, but the thing is that when we are comparing, with the current value of x, y, of y, and it is starting from the 1 to the up to the last element of the list. So that's what it has been appearing out here. The xy, xi, that means 1 has been compared with the 0 first, then 2 has been compared with the 0. 0 means updated value of y, I mean. So here the first value is y, and then the loop continues. Okay, let's take some other other set of values. Okay, 6 comma 32 comma 4 comma 55 comma 6, 66 comma 21 comma 89 comma 7 comma 67. All right, as the things, 89 at position 7. All right, 18. Okay, count it, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, position 7. That's quite correct. So now that is the thing. So in this way you have to do this two programs. So practical implementation, I'm saying once again. Okay, I don't know how many of you are doing the practicals, but it's very important to do the practical event. All right, so this, finally we have come to a program list, how accessing the elements of a list. Okay, again, this one I'm doing again and again because you need to do this program more, because this can come into the output. All right, now when we are running, when executing this program, okay, so what is happening, you see, run module we are doing. Okay, so the thing is that this particular output has come. Now you can count in how it has appeared. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3 onwards. That means what? Mouse will be coming only 3 onwards. Colon is given after. Now what is happening with double colon? This one will be the things will be elements will be printed. Elements will be printed with step 2. Okay, step 2. Fine. So that's the thing is that colon 2, that means what? It will start from the beginning. Okay, that is the ABC has come, and step 2 means 1 2 means it will jump one thing and it will print. So the thing is that it will print ABC and 3. Okay, ABC is at position 0 and this one is at position 3. All right, next is coming 1 colon 2. 1 colon 2 means what? That means 0. 1 colon 2 means what? It will start from 1 and 2 minus 1 is 1. That means one element only. And since the list is nested, it will be considered as a single element. So 6, 7, 8 only will be printed. And this one is list 1, 1. Then what it is showing? List 1, 1 means this is the first list, and in the nested list, it is taking actually the nested list and the one element. That means index at position 1 of the second list. Okay, so that's what the 7 has been appeared over here. Okay, now see what bit changing this output, so you will have some idea to understand what is actually happening. And I'm giving out here 3. Okay, now the thing is that run, I'm doing executing this particular program and see the change in the output. Okay, so you'll have idea. Okay, ABC and mouse. You see last time what was there? When I have given 2, that means ABC, and 3, that means 0 1 2, that means it was printed. Now I have given 3, so it will jump 3 steps. Okay, that means 0 1 2 and this 3 will be printed. So ABC and mouse has been printed, and 6 7 8 is remaining same thing. Okay, here 6 7 8 1 colon, I did not make any change. Now here I have made some change, and L1, and then it has given 2. All right, that is the thing. So in this way you can manipulate the output even. Okay, you can manipulate the output. All right, so that is the thing. So this particular thing you should remember, and you should understand also whether it is functioning properly or not. Okay, so that is why output always you need to execute and see. First you do it in your copy and then compare it after execution whether you are correct or not. If not, if you are correct, then it's fine, and if you are not, in that case you need to go through the portion of slicing and all. Okay, these are the array slicing, sorry, list slicing that I had demonstrated through this output. All right, then implement it practically and run it successfully. Fine. Thank you very much.